There's no doubt that SaaS is one of the fastest growing and most profitable business models that you can start in 2024, and it's absolutely blowing up right now. You don't need any experience to get started. You can do it from anywhere in the world, and it only takes weeks, sometimes even days, to start making money. There's young people all over the world making people's salaries in a month with this business model, but don't worry, because you're still very early to this. Getting in SaaS now would be like getting in dropshipping back in 2010. It's gonna make a lot of people a lot of money, but it's not gonna last forever. Just like any other business model or side hustle, these things get saturated over time, so you need to take advantage of this opportunity before that time comes, ideally as soon as possible. What I'm about to show you is a complete roadmap from 0 to 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, even $100,000 per month. There's really no limit on how much you can make. But that is if and only if you put in the work. Let me repeat that. That is if and only if you are willing to put in the work. This is not some get-rich-quick scheme. Get-rich-quick schemes do not exist. This is a real, genuine blueprint on how you can start making thousands of dollars from home with just your laptop. And let me just make this clear. Unlike some of the other gurus on social media, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you this is gonna be some super fun and easy experience. You will face obstacles and hardships along the way, but if you stay consistent and do everything that I lay out for you, then you will succeed and the reward will be well worth it. I will always point you in the right direction. With that being said, sit down, focus up, and let's get started. Also, I just wanted to let you know I threw in a few bonus videos to this course, so once you're finished, don't forget to grab the free course down below with all the bonus content included. All right, so let's jump in. The first thing that you want to get sorted out is your business name. Now, if you don't already have a business name in mind, you're going to want to use some sort of business name generator to give you some ideas. So the one that I like to use is called namelix.com. So you can come on to Namelix, and what you're going to want to do is type in tech company or software company or something along those lines in the box, and then just click generate. Now, once you get to this next page, it's going to ask you to choose a different style. I like to leave everything on auto, but you can definitely try experimenting with all these different type of styles, see what works for you. Again, the next page is going to ask you for randomness. I like to leave it on medium, but definitely experiment with these as well. Now on this last page, it's going to ask you for some keywords that may be related to your idea or business. I just put tech company. You can put tech company, software company. Again, anything similar to that will work. And I do recommend experimenting with different words. And then for the short 1-sentence description, I just put all-in-one marketing and automation software. Once you get all those sorted, click generate. Now, once you get to this next page, this is where all the business name ideas are going to pop up. I wouldn't spend too much time on this. A lot of people get caught up and they'll get stuck for days or weeks trying to pick the perfect business name. It doesn't matter too much. Obviously, you want to pick one that you like, but don't get caught up. Don't get stuck on it. So I would pick maybe 4 or 5 and then choose one out of those 4 or 5 that you do like. So the next step would be to get your domain name for the business name that you just picked out. So I highly recommend to use cloudflare.com. It integrates perfectly with the GoHighLevel system. So I highly recommend use Cloudflare if you can. You can use other providers, but trust me, go with Cloudflare. It will make your life so much easier. So you're going to make an account on Cloudflare. It's free. And then you're going to come over to register domains. And then you're going to want to type in your business name in the search bar and click search to see if it's available. The example I'm going to be using for the purpose of this video is called Versatech. So we're going to check if that's available. Versatech.com and then click search. So you can see here, our domain name isn't available. That's why I tell you to choose 4 to 5 names when you're first picking the name, so that if your domain name isn't available, you can always go back and choose a different one. Your other option would be to just add a word into the domain name or add a hyphen in between. So you can add, a hyphen in between Versa and tech, or you can add the word software at the end. You can add the word systems at the end, or if your name doesn't have the word tech in it, you can always add tech at the end. Try different things. If you really like the domain name, just try a couple different things, see what works. You can even try getting a .net or a .org or a .uk, whatever. Any ending works as well. I like to go with .com or maybe .net, but that's totally up to you. So try that, see what works. Okay, so now you have your business name and your domain name. The next step is to get your logo. Now, if you do like the way that your business name, business logo looked in the original namelix.com, you could always just use a snipping tool and then use something like remove.bg to remove the background, and you could always use that. I personally really like to use Canva because you have a lot more customization. Canva is another free tool. Highly recommend this for a lot of different things. I use this all the time. So you're going to come onto Canva, make your free account, and then you're going to search for tech logo, software company logo. Again, it doesn't matter exactly what you type in. You can experiment with some different things here and then click enter, and you should see a bunch of different logos pop up. So you can scroll through here, see what you like, and then we're gonna pick one and edit it. And again, please don't get caught up on this stuff for too long. It doesn't really matter what your logo looks like at the end of the day. You really wanna get all of this boring setup stuff out of the way so you can start getting some clients as fast as possible. So just spend a few minutes, pick one and go with it. So this is the one that I chose. Now I'm going to show you how to customize it. So you're going to click on customize this template. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is resize this logo to 350 by 90 or 350 by 180. So you're going to click on magic switch, click on custom size, and then you're going to type in 350 by I like to use 350 by 90, but 180 also works, and make sure this is on pixels and not inches, and then click continue, and then click copy and resize. So now once you have the logo resized, you're going to want to drag the logo over to the left-hand side, make it a little bit bigger. You really want to try and fill out this whole box as much as possible. Make sure everything looks good and centered. And then you're going to type in your business name here. So mine is Versa Tech. Then you want to up the font size a bunch. You really want to make this word fill out the entirety of this box. We're going to drag this over, make it a little bit bigger, and drag it wider just a little bit. So once you're done messing with it, it should look something like this. And now it doesn't even have to look like this. You can fully customize this however you want. This is your logo. You're free to do whatever you want with it. I would just say whatever you do, make sure you fill out the entire box, because later when you go to put the logo on the software, it's going to look a lot better when the box is filled out. So once you're done, you're going to click on share, click on download, and then I like to do transparent background because it looks a lot better on the software when it does have a transparent background. Now, I think you do need Canva Pro to download with the transparent background. They do have a free trial for it, so you can sign up for the free trial and do that and then cancel it after if you want. Personally, I think Canva is an amazing tool, and I think it's worth $10 a month to have Pro. But if you don't want to do that and you don't want to start the free trial, you can go to remove.bg, put in your logo, and then remove.bg will just remove the background. Now, the next step, the most important part, is going to be signing up for your GoHighLevel free 30-day trial. Now, when you use my link, which I'll have linked down below in the description, you're going to get a bunch of extra resources for completely free. I have an entire second course on client acquisition and outreach, completely free, that will be automatically sent to you as soon as you sign up. You'll also be added into my private affiliate-only section of the Discord with all my other resources. I have cold call scripts, cold DM scripts, cold text scripts, all the same scripts that I use. That's all given to you in the private affiliate-only section. And you'll be able to be in a private group chat with me and all of my other affiliates, as well as my staff. You'll also get access to all of my custom snapshots, and you'll even get full access to me and my staff. So anytime you get stuck, if you have any questions or need any help, we will be there to help you. And I'm always adding more resources to the library every single month. So you're going to get more and more resources just for being signed up with me. So the link is gohighlevel.com/Connor Zaru. Again, I'll have that link down below. So you're going to come to gohighlevel.com/Connor Zaru, and you're going to start your extended 30-day free trial. So you're just going to type in all your information, and then you're going to click go to step 2. Now, once you get to this next step, you'll notice it's automatically set to the $497 plan. Now, I highly recommend to start your free trial on the $497 plan, because there's a couple things I'm going to go over during the setup process that being on this plan makes your life a whole lot easier just for the setup. You can downgrade at any point during the free trial that you want, and it will not charge you for the $497. You will only be charged for whatever plan that you end up being on after the trial is completed. So don't even worry. Start on the $497, and then you can always downgrade later. So you're going to type in your card info and then start the trial. Once you start the trial, you'll see a page that looks like this, and then you're just going to click on the green button to get started. Now, something I want to go over really quick that just popped up here, we have the GoHighLevel kickoff call. They just started offering these completely free calls with a GoHighLevel support representative. So if you're having trouble getting set up, or if you finish setup and you want to double check everything, make sure everything's good to go, or you just want to talk to a GoHighLevel representative, ask some questions, I highly recommend going to this kickoff call. You don't need to do it right away, but at any point during the setup process, I would highly recommend going. If this little box doesn't pop up on the right-hand side of your screen, the link is speakwith.us/kickoff. I'm also going to leave that link down below in the description. Their team is phenomenal. They will give you a jump start and make sure that you're good to go to start getting some clients. So it's going to ask you a couple questions. It doesn't really matter what you put for these. You can put consulting/agency for the first one. You can put I don't have any customers yet. And technically, we don't have a website yet, but I'm about to give you one really, really soon. Then you want to fill out your billing address here. Most of this stuff should be filled out, and you want to check yes on do you intend to resell high level. Now here, it's just asking you if you've used any of these tools before, so you can scroll through, select the ones that you've used, and then click on next. And then on this screen, you're just going to choose your password. And then here, it's just going to ask you to verify your email and your phone. So it's going to send a code to your email, and then it's going to send a code to your phone number. All right, so we're finally inside the software. We're going to start setting everything up and getting everything fully customized with your logo and your business name and everything. So the screen you're seeing right now, it should look something like this. This is the agency view. Anytime you see up in the top left, click here to switch. That's agency view. And then when you click on that, you should see your actual sub account. Your business name should be filled in right here. If it's wrong, don't worry, you can change that here in a second. But you're going to hear me switch between sub account and agency view. If you're a little bit confused, don't worry. I know the GoHighLevel platform can be a little bit overwhelming. Don't worry, I was confused in the beginning. I know everybody gets a little bit confused. It's totally normal. Everything will become more clear with time as you start playing around and messing with the software. Everything becomes much more clear and much easier to understand. So like I said, we're going to start in the agency view, and you're going to come down here and click on settings. And then on the left-hand side, you want to click on company. So once you're in the company tab, you should see something that looks like this. Just a side note, you'll see your relationship number up here. This is important later if you ever reach out to support. They might ask for your relationship number. This is where you're going to find it. But first things first, let's slap our logo on the software and get it branded with our own logo. So you're going to click on upload, and then you're just going to put in the logo that you just got from Canva or from Namelinks. So if you follow the steps I showed you in Canva, your logo should look pretty good up in the top left. If it looks weird at all, you can always go back into Canva, make any changes. You can see my subtext here is a little bit small. I might go back in later and make some changes and then re-upload it. But anyways, some of your information should be filled in here. You can make any changes that you need. Your company name, your company email. For company phone, you can just put your personal phone number for now. And then company website, you're going to put the domain that you just got on Cloudflare. And I'm about to show you now how to get your white label domain and your API domain. So now we're just going to jump back over to the Cloudflare account, and you're going to navigate to websites in the top left. And then you're just going to click on the website domain that you just purchased. Then you're just going to come over on the left-hand side, click on the little drop down next to DNS, and click on DNS records. All right, so for now, we're only going to be adding 2 records. We have our white label domain and our API domain. The white label domain is going to be your custom white labeled login domain. So instead of app.gohighlevel.com, it's going to be app.yourwebsite.com. So for my example, it's app.versa-technology.com. That's where you're going to be able to log into, and also your clients are going to be able to log into that as well. For the API domain, we're going to fill it out. You don't need to worry too much about it. It's going to take care of some background stuff like calendar links and stuff that you worry about later on. So you're going to click on add record. You're going to change the type to a CNAME record, and then you're going to type in for the name app. And then for the target, you're going to type in app.msgsndr.com. And then you're going to turn proxy status off, and then you're going to click save. So once you do that, your white label domain is connected. You want to type it in exactly like that. That's how it will link to High Level. If you want to double check that it's linked properly, you can just open up a new tab, type in app.yourwebsite.com up in the top, and then you should see this login page. You can see it should have your logo in the top left. Mine didn't update just yet, which is fine. But if it worked, you should see this login page. So now we're going to add the API domain. So you're going to click on add record. We're going to make it a CNAME record. And for this one, you want to type in link. And then for the target, we're going to type link.msgsndr.com. We're going to turn proxy status off, and then we're going to click save. So now if you want to double check that this one's working, you can come over, open a new tab, and type in link.yourwebsite.com, and you should just see OK with an exclamation point. That means you did everything properly. So now we're going to jump back into high level. You can type in your white label domain here. You can type in your API domain here. So it's just app.yourwebsite.com and link.yourwebsite.com. And then we're going to scroll a little bit further down and click update company to make sure it's saved. So the next thing you want to do is upload the done for you website snapshot. This is going to come with a website that's completely done for you automations, as well as a calendar and some other stuff. It's a little package I made for you guys to give you a little jump start. That's also going to be linked down in the description, so you can just open it in a new tab. It should look something like this. Click on enter and you should see a green button that says yes, import now. So there's the button. You need to have your GoHighLevel open in another tab for this to work. So click on yes, import now. So now it should automatically bring you over to the imported snapshots tab, and you should see the snapshot that I gave you from the link right there. So now the snapshot is imported, but we need to upload it into our sub account. So you're going to go to sub accounts. Now, once you're in the sub accounts tab, you're going to click on your sub account. And then in the top right hand side, you're going to see a blue actions button. You can click on that and you can click load snapshots. Now we're just going to load the snapshot into the account. You should see it right here. It's imported SaaS website, funnels, workflows, and calendar. Click on that and click proceed, and then click proceed again, and then click proceed again. Now, once you load it up, you can click on switch to sub account. We're going to double check, make sure everything is good to go. So you can come down here to the sites tab, and don't worry, it might take a minute or two to load up. So if it's not there right away, just give it a minute or two to load. You should see your funnels here. If you click on websites, you'll see your SaaS website there, and then you should have some automations inside your automations tab as well. There we go. So now that we have our website loaded into the software, what we want to do is connect it to our domain so we can actually search in a browser and go to our live website. So if we go down here to the sites tab, and then we go to websites and click on our SaaS website, and then click edit. This is what the website looks like. It's pretty much completely done for you. Feel free to make any edits that you want. The first thing that you should probably do is put your logo on it. So right now we have one of my old logos up there. So you can just click on that, and then you're going to scroll down until you see image options, and you're going to click on this little image button, and then it will open this up, and you can click upload file, upload your logo into the software, and then you can just double click on it, and then it will change your logo up in the top left. And then the only other thing that you're going to want to do is actually change this white label domain to your own white label domain, and then you can click on save up in the top right. Now, when you go to click save, you should see a title up in the top left. You want to just change that title to your business name, click update SEO meta, and then click save, and that's what's going to actually update the name of your business in the little tab icon at the top of the screen when you go to your website. And again, feel free to make any other edits that you want. You can check out my website builder video if you want to learn how to use this website builder. Just don't forget to click on publish once you make the changes. So now that we have our website loaded into the software, we want to connect our website to the domain so we can actually search in a browser our website.com, and it will actually pop up in the browser. So what you're going to want to do is come down here to settings. Then you're going to scroll down here and click on domains. And then we can just click on the blue add domain button, and we're just going to type in our domain name. So versa-technology.com. And then you want to make sure this little blue box is turned on, because you want to add in your domain.com, and you also want to add in www.yourdomain.com. You want to make sure both of those are linked to your website. And this is one of the reasons why I say Cloudflare is the best to use with high level. So you can see here, we click continue. And now because we use Cloudflare, it's going to automatically set up the rest of our DNS settings for us. So you just click on authorize domain. It will take you right into your Cloudflare. You're going to click on the blue authorize button. And then once it loads up, you're just going to click here. You're going to click on SaaS website. And for set default funnel step, you're going to select home page, and then you're going to click link domain. Now we're just going to add in 2 more domains, one for each of the funnels that we have that you might have seen before. We have the essentials and the professional. So you're going to click on the add button, and you're going to type in essentials.yourwebsite.com and then click continue. And then once this screen pops up, you're going to link it to the essentials plan, and you're going to link it to the checkout page. And then you're just going to click link domain. And now we're going to do the same exact thing, but for the professional plan. Once this screen pops up, you're just going to link it to the professional plan, and then we're going to click checkout and then click link domain. So now once you've added in all 4 of these domains, you can open up a new tab and see if your website is live, up and running. So you can just type your domain name up in the top of the address bar, click enter, and it should take a second to load up, and then you should see your website all live and ready to go. Now there's one more little thing that you want to make sure is set up properly. So you're going to click on go back. We're going to go to sites, And then we're going to go to site settings up here in the top left. And you should see up here the domain. So what you want to do is actually change this to the www.yourwebsite.com instead of just yourwebsite.com. That's really important because it can cause issues down the line with certain buttons not working. If buttons ever don't work, just make sure that in your website settings, you have it set to www.yourwebsite.com. So now that we have our website and domain all set up, the next thing we want to do is set up our payment processor and our actual packages or products that our customers or clients are going to be buying from us. So you want to come over to the top left, click on your sub account name, and then click switch to agency view. And then you can come up to the SaaS configurator. Now, this is one of the reasons why I say to stay on the $497 plan when you initially get started, because without the $497 plan, you don't get the SaaS configurator. So you'll have to set up all of your products and packages manually, where when you get the SaaS configurator, this will set it up for you. So it just makes your life so much easier. So now you're going to click on Connect Stripe. If you don't have Stripe, don't worry, there are other options like PayPal, NMI, and a couple other options. Stripe is the best one to use, so definitely use Stripe if you can, but don't worry if not, there are other options and you do have to set them up manually. I'm going to be making another video separately on that topic. So just click on Connect Stripe and then click on Connect Stripe again. Now it's just going to ask you to get started with Stripe and create your account. This is also free. So once you get to this part of the setup, I would just leave the type of business as individual or sole proprietorship, because if you select company, they will ask you for an EIN number. So if you didn't actually set up your company yet, which is fine, you do not need to do that when you're just getting started. You don't have an EIN. So just select individual or sole proprietorship and leave it at that. And then you can select no for that question at the bottom. Now, once you get to this screen, you're going to put industry software. For your website, you're just going to put your website domain. And for product description, you can just put all-in-one marketing and automation software. Then it's going to ask you to connect your bank so you can get payouts. When you get to this part, you can just click on no thanks. Now, once you finish setting up your Stripe account, it should be verified and connected to the software. So we can click on go back and go back to the SaaS configurator. And now you should see a couple different products in here. You'll see standard, professional, and premium. Now, we only have 2 funnels because this template, there's only 2 different packages. If you want to add a third package, you can just clone one of the funnels and then connect it to a third domain if you wanted to. But for now, I think it's totally fine just to have 2 different packages. So now automatically you can see we have 3 different packages created. You can go into any of these plans, completely edit the name, the description, the pricing. You can even edit what features are available for each of the plans. You can edit if you want to add in a free trial. You can completely edit any of these plans. So feel free to go through, change the prices if you want. I would probably recommend starting off lower, because you can always increase your prices later on. It's a little bit harder to start higher and then have to decrease your prices. It's a lot better to just start lower and then increase later whenever you feel like it. Try to make any changes to the pricing and everything you want before we do the next step. It's totally fine if you make any changes after that. You're just gonna have to redo this next step that we're about to do. So you wanna click on the top left and you wanna go into your sub account. Then you wanna navigate down to the payments tab. And then you wanna go over to the integrations tab. So we've just linked our Stripe account to our agency account, and now we're gonna link it into our sub account as well. So you're gonna click on connect with Stripe and then click on the purple connect button. And now it should automatically integrate your Stripe into your sub account as well. So now you're going to come over to the products tab up here. And what we're going to do is click import from Stripe. So now all of your plans should show up here. If you use the SaaS configurator to create them, it should say agency plan next to it. You want to make sure that that is what it says, unless you're manually creating your products. If you're not using Stripe, if you're using PayPal or something else, don't worry about the agency plan. But if you're using Stripe and you just did what I showed you, it should say agency plan next to it. So you're just going to go one by one and import each one in. So we're going to start at the 197. You can leave setup fee blank for now and then click import product and price. And once you do that, you can just click discard and then repeat for each of the products. So you can see here, we've just imported the products. We have 2 prices for standard, which is the same thing as the essentials plan, and 2 prices for the professional plan. We have a monthly and a yearly for each one. Now, there was a third plan that we're not going to be using right now, but if you want to use that, feel free. I'm just not going to be using it for the purpose of this video. So once you've imported the 2 prices for each of your plans, what we're going to do is come over to the sites tab, and now we're going to connect those products to our checkout pages. So let's start with the essentials plan. You're just going to click on essentials, and then in the top right over here, you're going to click on products, and then we're just going to add the product, and we're going to click on the standard And then the price, we're going to start with the monthly. And then for price display override, you can just type in 197/MO. And then you're going to click save. Now you're going to do the same exact thing again, but with the yearly price. So you're going to click add product. We're going to click on standard, and then we're going to click on the yearly price. And then we're going to type in 1970/YR. Click save. So now that's all set up and good to go. Now we're going to go into the professional plan and do the same thing. So click on products in the top right, and then just add them both in. So now that you have the products added in, your checkout funnel should be good to go. One thing that you do just want to make sure to take note of is go into your funnels, edit the funnels, and you do also have to change your logo on the funnels as well. So you can click on the logo, scroll down, click on this little image button, upload from media library, and then click on your logo, and then scroll down and do it at the bottom. You have to do that for each of your funnels, for professional and essential. And then don't forget to click save. So now we're just going to double check that our products are added to the funnel page correctly. So you can go to the first one, essentials.yourwebsite.com, and click enter. Then you want to fill out step 1 of the form. It doesn't matter what you put here. You just want to get to step 2 to see if the products are there. So we're going to click on go to step 2, and you can see here, perfect. So we have the standard monthly and we have the standard yearly. Obviously you want to double check that for the professional plan as well. So now you're pretty much good to go. You're pretty much all set up and ready to get some clients. The last thing that we need to do is set up your business phone number. That's going to take care of all of your automations and everything like that. So the first thing you want to do is go to the agency view, and then click on settings, and then we're going to go all the way down over to phone integration. Now, GoHighLevel somewhat recently built in their own phone system called Lead Connector. It's really easy to use and it's super simple to set up. If for whatever reason that you can't use the Lead Connector phone system, they do offer Twilio as a connection, which is what they used to use before they built their own. But I would recommend using Lead Connector. So click on Use LC Phone System, click the checkbox, and click Confirm. So now LC Phone System is all set up, so we can go actually back into our sub account. Now we're gonna go into the settings and go to the phone numbers tab, and we're gonna be able to grab a phone number here. So click on Phone System Settings again. It's just gonna ask us to switch all the accounts to LC Phone. So do that, click the checkbox again, click confirm. Perfect. So that's all set up. So now, again, we can go back into the sub account, click settings, click on phone numbers, and now it should allow us to now grab a number for just $1 per month. So you're going to click on add number, click on add phone number, and then you want to select your country, obviously. And what you're going to want to do is filter by your location. So click filter and then click match to the first part of the number. And what I like to do is just put in my area code here, which would be 516. Make sure all of these are checked, except for toll-free. Actually, you can turn off toll-free. And yeah, you can leave all of those checked and then click apply. Now you can just pick one, click proceed to buy, and then it will load into your account. Now, if you're in the United States, you have to register for A2P, which I have a document linked in the description for all of the stuff you can copy and paste into the A2P registration. If you're outside the US, don't even worry about that. It does not apply to you. All right, so now once you've completed that last step, you should be all set up and good to go. The next thing you want to do is join my Discord. I'll have that linked in the description, and you want to scroll all the way down in my server, and you should see this little green get help button. You're going to click on that. You're going to click affiliate ticket, and then you're going to send in the email that you used to sign up for HighLevel. Once I check the email and make sure you're signed up with my link, I will add you into my private affiliate only section with all of the additional resources, the snapshots, the scripts, the second course on how to get clients, and everything else that you need. And you can also take a look at some of the other videos on my channel. Now is the time where you want to learn the software, get familiar with it, and start doing some outreach so you can actually pick up some clients. If you have any questions, feel free to open a support ticket in my server or drop a comment on this video. Those are two of the best ways to reach me. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day.